Hello class, welcome to your channel Literary Feast with Deepak Gupta. As you remember that right now we are doing with Act 1 and Scene 1. Until the previous video we had discussed that where Graciano along with Lorenzo they leave the stage, they exit, and right now we have only two characters, the two central characters of the play, Antonio and Bassanio. So what happens first after the departure of Lorenzo and Graciano? First, Antonio wants it to confirm from his friend Bassanio that whether he needs to take anything seriously uttered by Graciano or not. To which Bassanio responds by saying that my dear friend Antonio, Graciano is the one who is known for speaking more nonsense than anybody else in Venice. So what he infers? He implies that you need not to take anything seriously whatever has been uttered by Graciano. And he further says, he compares the sense in the speeches of Graciano with a couple of grains of wheat that go scattered during the course of grinding. So what he says that let's assume that you are grinding the grains of wheat and a couple of scatters go away. You spend the whole day in their search, but ultimately at the end of the day, even if you find them, you realize that you only wasted your day. Were they worth the search? The answer is no. So what he means to say that you need not to take Graciano seriously. And after that, the real conversation begins between the two best friends. Now, from this conversation, we come to know, the readers or the audience comes to know that there has been a conversation regarding this earlier, but that is not mentioned in the text. Because Antonio reminds Bassanio and he says that today you had promised me to tell me about the lady for whom you are planning to go on a secret pilgrimage. Pilgrimage means journey. And then Bassanio, instead of giving it a direct response, direct reply, he tries to respond by telling here and there. So what he tells first? He tells Antonio that is not unknown to you. If you have the text, then watch it. It is not unknown to you. That means, Antonio, it is well known to you that how I have destroyed, how I have demolished my own estate, my own wealth, whatever I inherited from my parents. How and why did he destroy them? He answers that I destroyed them by showing the people that how luxurious life I live. He further confesses that I don't have any regret that I have been reduced from a top position to a bottom one. But all my care, all my concern is regarding because I want to get rid of the debts that I have in or I have under. He refers that he has taken several debts from several people, including Antonio, who he refers that I am the most indebted to you, whether it is financial help, that means money, or it is love, that means care and affection. So right now the problem, the real concern of Bassanio is to come out of those debts because they are getting burdensome. And then he says that Antonio, my dear friend, from your love and affection, I have the assurance because I want to tell you what my plans and purposes are. I mean to say that how can I get rid of these debts? Now Antonio says that be assured, my friend, if your plans and purposes are as honorable as you are to me. He means to say that if your plans and purposes doesn't harm anyone, then be assured myself, my body, my purse, my money, and whatever I possess, everything shall be exposed to fulfill your needs. So Antonio offers himself to Bassanio, his money, and his utmost means to help his friend Bassanio, that how can he help him. Now, Bassanio again gives a childhood reference. You can read that text, because since that piece of text is not very important, so we shall not discuss that line by line. We shall move quickly, but not without telling you the meaning or explanation. So Bassanio gives a childhood reference and he says that, remember Antonio, whenever we used to waste one arrow, what we used to do? We used to fire another arrow in the very same direction, but this time we used to be careful, and by this practice we used to find both of them. What he actually intends to convey? He intends to convince Antonio that, Antonio, my dear friend, your earlier loans that I had taken from you, I have vested it. But if this time you offer me another loan, I shall be careful. I will use it wisely, and with this practice, I will also try to find out the previous loans that I have already vested. Here at this point of time, you may find it little bit difficult to understand, but the moment we move further, everything would be crystal clear to you. Antonio is not able to understand that what his friend Bassanio suggests, and therefore he says that, stop giving me these childhood references. By giving these childhood references, you are only making a suspicion on our friendship. So therefore, stop these references. Tell me frankly, tell me directly, tell me clearly, what do you want to say, or what I can do in order to help you. And then Bassanio, without wasting any time, he comes and he discloses the lady for whom he is planning to go on a secret pilgrimage. Now, who the lady is, how the lady is, where Bassanio wants to go to get his lady love, we shall discuss in the next video. Thank you very much.